Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome to the greatest podcast you're ever about to listen to. My name's Tyler, and this is the first time you're really going to be listening with us. Along my side is my best friend Chase.
I appreciate that. I didn't think I was your best friend, but now that you said that,
Dude, you're going to be my best man at my wedding, Chase.
I better be, because my speech is going to be legendary.
Let's hear a little...
See you on YouTube in 20 years.
In 20 years. Well, give us a part of the speech. I just want the introduction. If you were... Because you're definitely not going to, you know.
Oh, well, I mean, after this speech, you're going to have me be
Okay,
your best
alright.
friend. So my speech will be, hey, what's up, guys? My name's Chase.
What are you starting a YouTube video? Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Chase. Welcome back to a brand new video.
Nah, I'm gonna announce my YouTube page at you. And
Oh, so you're gonna
make
have...
sure to subscribe, guys.
So you're gonna have a channel by then?
Yeah. In 20 years, I'll definitely have a channel.
Alright. So let's hear it.
But if you don't know, I'm Tyler's best friend. We met in 3rd grade, and ever since then, we've been chilling out every day, maxing and relaxing at the b-ball
Maxing
court.
and relaxing at the b-ball court. We're on the side of our house.
Side of the house, which we call a court. Yeah, I mean,
hitting the streets.
I beat him every game, so it's all good.
You haven't beaten me once, Chase.
But they don't know that.
But now they do.
But so yeah, if you didn't know, I'm Tyler's best friend, and I didn't believe this day would happen. But finally decided to marry a prostitute.
Wait,
so,
what?
He went lowballing, and
this is what you're saying about me. Okay.
Yeah. So Grandma Reynolds, your grandson made it, you know. He ended up getting married, and honeymoon. I'm going to. We're gonna go to the Chinese buffet.
Woonsocket
Chinese buffet. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good speech. That's only my first part. Everybody else will find out the rest is in 20 years on YouTube.
That has to be one of the roughest things I've ever heard.
Well, it's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna go. It's gonna be more views than Rebecca Black's Friday. I'm counting it now.
You're counting it now.
$10,000
You're getting those accounts ready. You're about to go subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
So you want to talk about work and how you got yelled at today?
I didn't really get yelled at, dude.
You got yelled at. So at work, this guy said he was gonna beat up Tyler, and
it's not the fact that he said he was gonna beat me up. It's the fact that he came around, started beeping his fucking forklift like an asshole.
Well, you didn't have to give him a bad look.
But he was beeping unnecessary. He's stopping right there as he has room, but not saying one word. Just beep 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 beep. No one knows what the fuck he's doing. So then he says, "You gotta get out of my way. You know, I have the right of way." You know that, like, in any type of vehicle, pedestrians have the right of way on anything.
Yeah, it's true. People like me and Mitchell at work have told us that. But I kind of needed him to bring my stuff up, so you know I'm.
Yeah, but no one was arguing with him. He just decided to try and act all badass and talk shit, and then looks at me. You know my face in the morning. I'm just tired. I am an asshole. I look like an asshole.
Well, you always look like an asshole. Yeah, we all know that.
No, but then he just looks at me and says, "Why are you giving me a dirty look?"
You want to hear the new funny rumor at work? I'm not sure if you already knew.
Let's hear it.
But
who's this about? Don't say actual names, but you know.
No, I don't know their names.
Okay.
But so we got porta potties at work obviously now, and so I guess somebody dropped their phone. And,
yeah. I didn't tell you about that?
No, so I just found out today.
Oh my god, dude. So it's Friday, right? This guy, I'm coming out of the bathroom just because I had to take my morning pee. So then, you know, I'm coming up.
Was this your first or second morning pee?
No, it was my first. It was my first morning pee, you know. The second pee is the break. It's a little break that I take. But
I know you got your third and your fourth, so
absolutely. Those are more breaks.
More breaks
when there's nothing to do. But no, so then this guy, he looks at me and he says, "Hey man, have you seen a phone in the porta potty?" No, I have not seen a phone in the porta potty. Oh, okay, because I think I left my phone there and I don't know where it's at. So, right away, we're just like, what the fuck?
So, basically what you thought, he flushed the phone?
No, so from what he said, he left the phone on top of, like, those racks area, because there's a rack in this porta potty. So then he said, he left it up there.
I've been in there. I don't think, is there a rack?
Yeah, so, like, right where you sit down, there's, like, a shelf right up there.
Oh, shit.
That's where they, like, hide all the orange scents and stuff like that. But, so then what's it? So then, I guess this kid that I work with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I guess he was calling it. So then
He
all
told
of
me
a sudden you just hear. It's in the fucking toilet, dude. So then the guy is all grossed out. And then later on, he's offering someone $200 to go in there and take out,
Shit.
like, to fish out his phone.
You should have offered it to me.
Dude, I was honestly thinking about it. I'm like, if someone gives me gloves, I'm thinking about it. But then you gotta think, like, there's everyone's shit in there. Like, I don't know if that's worth $200. Because that's kind of fucking nasty.
Honestly, I mean, I probably
You
would
would
have
do
done it. $200.
I mean, if I know nothing is getting on my hand, then it's
Yeah.
a possibility. But either way, this guy wrapped 3 trash bags around his hand and fucking got it.
Which I'm proud about.
Dude,
Like,
and then
I'm
I saw him,
glad you got it.
and then I saw him 2 days later, and I asked him if his phone had some shitty connection.
What was his response?
He just laughed and walked away. And
See, yeah, so basically, people told me at work that, and then they thought that he quit because he didn't want to get embarrassed if everybody laughed at him.
because of his, no,
But-
he works night shift.
Yeah, he works night shift. I just found that out. But that would have been funny. Like, he's like, oh man, everybody's gonna yell at me, and not yell at me, but laugh at me just because I left my phone in the porta potty. So I'm just gonna quit. That would be bad. But
It was brutal, man. Like, just thinking that his hand was in that warm shit.
I mean, we've all lost things before. I mean, I got scared with Tyler. I thought I left my keys in the back of his car,
Oh,
and then
dude.
somebody left them in a table, and nobody told me that they found some keys. So I was walking around, and I finally looked and found them, but Tyler never answered me back when I kept calling him. So I thought I was gonna have him drive all the way back to work, which our work is 40 minutes away from here, like our house is, and yeah, that would have been really shitty.
I would have not been pleased. And all I know is I would have had a full tank of gas because I would have brought you to the gas station.
Right. That was scary. I left my wallet at work before, so yeah.
But so how any good plans coming up? Any good events you going to? Any vacations?
No, I would have told you, man.
Now you would have told me.
Nothing.
Any parties coming up? When are you throwing a party?
Anytime. You guys should know what my address is. It's 22 Blank Drive,
It's not even
Cumberland,
dry.
Rhode Island. It's Drive. It's Drive.
Whoa, wait, maybe your other house.
I think both of my
Are
streets
they?
say Drive, yeah.
I thought it was road.
No.
No, you're right. I'm thinking of someone else's house.
Yeah, yeah.
You're right. My
You
bad,
scared
my
me.
bad.
I've been living in both of my houses for like 10 years. But, yep, that's the address. So party at my house every single day. Cumberland, Rhode Island.
Dude, why don't you tell them about the college party you had at your house?
When? Like,
The
2 years ago?
college graduate. It was like a year ago, right?
2 years ago.
2 years ago now?
2 years ago.
Oh
Yeah, we're
man,
getting older, man.
Jesus.
So,
We were youngins, weren't we?
yeah, we were.
Jeez.
Everybody else is like 20 something, like 20.
Why don't you tell them the thing you got mad at me about with the whole ice luge thing?
Oh yeah, I mean we can tell the whole story. Like,
All right,
both of us
all
can tell this whole story. So 2 years ago, me and Tyler were just getting out of high school, just graduating. You know, we were young, didn't know much. Tyler's a virgin, probably still is. You know.
I don't want to hear shit from you.
I
You're like the
wasn't.
Dr. Seuss of Fantasyland.
No, but back in the
You're gonna avoid that. Okay, all right. Back to the story.
back to the story. So 2 years ago, we were young. It was a 21st birthday party. It was my dad's got a nice house. It's small, but it's like got a nice pool, hot tub, bar. They had the bar back then, right?
Yeah, they had the bar.
They had the bar back then. So it was my dad's friend's daughter's 21st birthday, and you know, 18-year-olds were all hanging out with 21-year-old girls.
I was
a good time.
17.
You're 17, yeah, I was 18. But it was good. Like all these girls were drunk, you know. Obviously, we had a few drinks, but like we weren't drunk. Like we weren't drinking that much. But I decided to have all my friends come, and
No, don't say all of my friends.
I mean, Kyle didn't come. So,
No, well, yeah, because I was gonna say
But,
Kyle's your friend. Would you
people
consider any of those other guys your friends?
I mean, at the time they were friends. I just really haven't hanged out with them recently, so
So
obviously.
you consider those guys friends?
I mean, I would consider them your friends. I consider them people I hang out with. I mean,
You can
obviously-
consider them your friends. Like I would like.
Like,
if-
I don't have problems with any of them.
No,
But,
yeah.
I just haven't seen them forever.
It's like I don't know. I view friends weird.
Like, I haven't seen James in like a year and a half, so.
But James wasn't there that night, was he?
No, James was there.
He was.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I can see you could say
James
James
and
is a friend
Ariana
of
were
yours
there.
because you went to his house by yourself a couple times, right?
Yeah.
Once or twice.
Yep. So, who was there? It was
Tommy,
Tommy.
Nate, James,
yeah.
Aaron.
Ariana was there. Yep. So basically everybody. I know Jim. One of James's friends. I met him only once. He was there.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we don't need to name him though.
That didn't work out good.
Huh?
That didn't work out good.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's fine.
But so yeah, there's a bunch of people there. I decided to have them come because why not? And that party was just crazy. It was a bunch of drunk girls. So the girl that was having the party, her cousin came. I don't know how old her cousin was, but she got super drunk and
Wait, is that the fucking
yeah.
diving board
so
one?
So she got super drunk and we have for my pool we have a diving board. And
Hold on. Before the diving board, he has this big hot tub. And then they already have like 6 people in there, and that's like the limit that you can have. And they're
Yeah.
not to be rude or anything, but they're like good sized 6 people. Like there were some grown men in there that were pretty.
You don't have to like.
No, I know, but I'm letting them
they're
know.
fat,
I'm letting them
they're
know.
fat.
Okay, I didn't want to be mean.
They're over 200,
But
250.
so then this girl, she's like 300 pounds, like easy.
She's like
Easy.
Yeah.
So then she just all of a sudden looks at the hot tub and just yells, "Hot tub time machine!" and jumps in, and not even joking, half of the water just spills out everywhere. And then she goes over to the diving board where, Chase, you can finish your part on
So
that.
yeah, she went into the diving board and she started standing up and like she'd go and try to jump in and then she'd be like, oh wait, and back up.
And literally at the point where she just looks like a stripper on the end of your diving board.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. I don't know.
But then, like, I wish we counted how many times she almost fell.
It was probably 5 or more, but she literally it took her 10 minutes to finally jump in, and when she did jump in, she came close to hitting the side. It was bad.
She didn't jump in.
She jumped in, and she came close to hitting the side. It was
Are you
bad.
sure?
Oh yeah, like she almost hit her head on the side.
I thought someone pulled her out. Like, I thought she
No,
went off
she-
the back
she-
and decided
she
not
jumped
to.
in.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. You don't remember much from that night. But we could talk about how Tyler blew a good chance.
It's not really blowing a good
before
chance.
that, and there's a lot of screws involved with this party. It was a good party, but before that, there was a bunch of girls obviously drunk, and they all decided to jump to the pool at once. And me and my buddy Kyle, we looked at each other. We were like, should we jump in? And we decided to jump in. And when we jumped in, as soon as I jumped in, I looked at him and I was like, shit, I got my phone in my pocket. So I had to
You're
buy a
such
new phone.
Dumbass.
Yeah, so I had to buy a new phone. Rice didn't work, and so that happened. But then Tyler blew a shot later in the night, so they had to
It wasn't
ice.
a blown
it was
shot.
it was a blown shot. If anybody listens to this, which probably not a lot of people will, but you're gonna agree that Tyler blew a shot. So there was an ice luge, and I don't remember what these girls looked like. They were like 21, so I'll count them as cute girls, college girls. At that time, I mean, obviously we'd be in college now if we went to college, but so they were like, hey, can we pour a drink down the ice luge for you guys? And I was like, fuck yeah, college girls. And Tyler was like, nah, I'm all set.
And there was like, come on, dude.
What was the drink?
It was Fireball.
Fireball.
I
yeah.
will never have that.
So
Never.
Fireball, if you guys don't drink Fireball, I mean it's strong. Like it's got like weird taste to it.
And
but,
cinnamon.
Yeah.
I don't
Which-
do cinnamon, and I don't do
I
shots.
used to be allergic to cinnamon. Honestly, I don't think.
But you're like, fuck it,
Yeah, I was
dude.
like,
These
fuck
two
it,
girls
college
want me to
girls,
do
you
it.
But,
And then I just denied, and they were like, come on. I'm like,
yeah. So he didn't want to do it. They poured it down for me, and then I think maybe Kyle drank it too. But yeah, that was a good time, good party. That's probably the craziest party I've ever been to. I don't go to parties much. I'm not a drinker.
That's the craziest.
There was a party that I had at my house that one of her, I wouldn't say good friends, but obviously a high school buddy. He has sex with his girlfriend in my
Oh my god, dude.
bathroom.
Fucking everyone just chilling out. The DJ set all up and stuff like that. Chase has his own equipment, and a couple people were messing around with that. But then these two people just decide to go upstairs and
You know, get it
Yeah, there we go. You guys
Which-
can finish that.
on. I just don't remember that night at all because I was.
Where are the napkins?
I was too many drinks in. Obviously, Tyler can tell that story if he wants.
Yeah, it was. That was the only night Chase really hit it and started drinking. This is probably about a year ago now, right?
well over a year ago.
Well over a year, but yeah, Chase decided he wanted to keep up with this other kid that we were hanging out with, and he did. Surprisingly, Chase kept up. If you guys saw Chase, he's a little guy. He's scrawny. You would think 2 beers.
Well, I'm
and
not
he's
saying
out.
scrawny. I mean scrawny. I'm 5'2", but I pack a lot of muscle.
Chase, you're not packing nothing.
Oh, I'm
I don't want to
packing.
hear nothing.
Tyler tries to wrestle me a lot, which kind of sounds weird, but
Why do you say this weird shit?
It sounds weird if you think about it, but it's not weird. Like,
You're saying I wrestle you? We've never wrestled once. That is the
I mean,
gayest sounding thing.
you
that
tried
came
me
out of
throwing
your
me in the
mouth.
pool before,
Chase,
and
because I was trying to throw you into a pool, but I didn't want to hurt you in the process, so I stopped.
Sure, yeah.
This guy was like a little rat, just squirming around, trying to get out, and it was weird, so I stopped.
Let's also talk about the time I punched you in the face twice and you cried. So
No, I did. See, that's the difference. You keep saying I cried. You punched me in the nose.
The nose.
Anyone that gets hit in the nose is honestly going to tear up a little bit. Let me punch you in the nose right now, and we'll see what happens.
We're not having that happen.
That's what I thought.
Nope, not happening.
No?
But
Bam.
yeah. So that happened. What were we talking about before? I totally forgot.
You were talking about the party.
Oh,
Well, the second one when we had all
Yeah.
those people come up, but it didn't.
no, yeah, that party was nothing big other than.
I mean, you had a couple of good times, where when James was over, everyone was on the fucking roof throwing basketballs into
That's
the
fun, yeah.
pool.
We got that fat girl that was pushing water out of the hot tub.
Yeah,
The second fat girl, not the other one.
that was rough. Remember the first time I came to your house, your dad's?
What,
It was-
4th grade?
Our sisters did cheerleading,
Yeah.
and then
I don't remember any of that. I don't remember life at 3rd grade. I don't remember
so
anything.
I have no idea. Like literally, like maybe we talked, maybe we did before that, but you were just like, "Man, I'm having a birthday party. You should come over." And then I don't know. I came over.
We have had the talk before because I wouldn't have known. Like I wouldn't have talked to you. I remember because I know you hang out with like probably Kale, and 3rd grade and all that. So
Yeah, I think Kale
yeah,
was-
I think I talked to you in 3rd grade. We both.
Cause I didn't. Well, no, cause I did sit at the table like with those like the triplets, those 2 kids. Well, actually, I don't want to really say people's names on here, but like the triplets. There was only one
Yeah.
triplet people
I know.
in that whole group. I sat with
Yeah.
that when I first came to over here at the school, so that's probably how I started talking to you a little bit.
Well, I mean, you moved to the school before me.
I did.
We both went to that school. We started in 3rd grade.
I went at the end of 3rd grade.
Yeah, same with me.
Okay, yeah. So then, all right. So you maybe you were. I don't know. I don't really know. But all I do know is that. So you're like, man, you want to come to my house?
Yeah.
Dude, you had some weird ass people there too. If we think,
Not really. I mean, who is they? Probably Nate Skowinski.
you can say first names, just don't say last names. No, he's
Nobody
actually
say
cool
last
though. Nate's cool. But then you had that kid, Eric, that Brady.
Brady. Which I mean, me and Brady. I don't know. I don't know why we Brady had to been middle school. Yeah, it was definitely middle school then.
No, it was elementary.
Because I didn't know. I don't think I
Because
knew
middle
Brady.
school, I was hanging out with all those dirt bags.
I don't think I knew Brady.
No, you definitely did because it was in
I got no idea how I would have.
just in class, recess.
Brady didn't go to our school.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He went to the other school. So
No, he didn't. We did not meet him in middle school. I know he went to our middle
talking
school.
to the podcast right now.
You've been talking to the podcast. I told you, talk to me.
Well, we're talking to each other, but like talking to them if they're listening. Basically, what happens is for like middle school. I'm not sure what their middle schools were, but it's like one elementary school and then one elementary school will meet in middle school. So it's like two middle schools. I mean, two elementary schools meet in one middle school. So I think it's like he was in the other elementary school. And then
Dude,
we
if
met
I
in
had
middle
yearbooks,
school.
I'd pull him out. But I'm telling you, he was in ours.
Yeah, I don't know.
But either way, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
So I know
matter.
he was there though at the time, but it doesn't even matter if he was there or not. So then your dad, he was just like, what did he say? Either like
I don't
watch.
know how you remember what my dad said.
And then he
back
was
then.
like, "Do you guys?" Because this is the first time I went to Haunted Hill, like a week before that.
"Oh, okay."
So then your dad, he was just like, "Anyone want to go to Haunted Hill, or do you guys want to watch movies?" And then I remember at the field, you were like, "Dude, we're gonna go to Haunted Hill. It's gonna be so sick. It's gonna be so sick." Your dad said that. Let's watch movies.
I said,
Yeah. And I'm like,
I
you were
see
just
that.
hyping it up, and then you're like, "No, they don't want to go." I don't know.
I can honestly see that because I was terrified of Haunted Hill until I went one time. I've only been once, and it was the stupidest thing I've ever done. It was not scary at all. Because I went with my, I call him my cousin, but he's not really my cousin. It's just my mom's friend that like she hangs out with her all the time.
Gotcha, that
Yeah,
guy.
that guy. But yeah, we went together, and it was stupid. Like it was not scary. So I could see why, because I was terrified of Haunted Hill before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember I had back years ago. It was like flag football. No, it was flag football. We had this big banquet and stuff like that. And these kids, at the time, it's like there's no Haunted Hill going on. So they go up there and like, we're gonna go to Haunted Hill, and I was petrified, dude. I'm like, I am not going to that fucking hill. So then, like they're going up. You hear on the radio, on the DJ and stuff. They're like, "All right, guys, come back down from the hill," and shit like that. They come back down. I'm like, "How was it? What happened? What'd you see?" They're like, "We saw chainsaws on trees. We saw all this different stuff." And I'm like, "Really? Oh man!" I was petrified off of it.
Like, if you didn't know what Haunted Hill was, like, you just think it's like a fucking hill that like is probably haunted.
Yeah, it's haunted, so that's what I thought. But obviously now I'm just like, that was
like
obviously the dumbest thing that I could have thought was that they saw all that shit. When you were small, what was like your biggest fear?
My biggest fear, I don't have fears, dude.
No, but when you were little, everyone had like a stupid. You want to hear my dumbass fear?
Actually, you know what? I'll tell you. I've always had nightmares. I still do about a dream that I had when I was a kid.
You still have nightmares?
Yeah. Dude, I think I'm gonna die every day. But
Wait, do you honestly have like nightmares though?
yeah, I have dreams that like I'm dying. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Dude,
But,
I can't. All my dreams are just realistic as shit.
I try to have dreams like you know.
I try and have those nice dreams.
I didn't sound like Forrest Gump there, but I had a dream when I was a kid though that so I had like in my backyard they tore it down, but I had like a nice playset and we had a slide.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a dream that I was going down a slide, and as soon as I went down, a vampire popped out and like killed me.
You have dreams about vampires?
That was my biggest like.
See, like, I
nightmare.
don't understand. Like my mom, she says she has dreams about Walking Dead and zombies and stuff like that, and
Well,
I find this so unrealistic.
That's because your mom watches Walking Dead 24/7.
Well, dude, I could watch anything, and it's just so unrealistic. I could never have a dream about it.
You want to know what I have a dream about? I think about like the hottest girl, and I think about like me like fucking taking her on a date and then ending up marrying her. That's because that's my favorite dream to have. But then it always goes fucking away. Now I wake up and I'm like shit, couldn't even remember that dream. And I was thinking about like nightmares and me dying.
So you think of what you think is the hottest girl, and you marry her.
Yeah, like marry her, bang her, and then she pops out
Whoa,
a baby.
easy.
Easy. No, it's a podcast. Who cares? Nobody knows me. And then, yeah, and then it's like, I have a good future. You know, my job's good.
What are you doing in the future? Are you still working where we're working now?
No, I'm a millionaire.
You're
Like
a
every
millionaire.
dream. I'm just a,
How are you a millionaire?
I
It's just
don't know,
a dream,
but
so
I'm
it
just a
happens.
millionaire.
It's there.
yeah, it's there. You know?
Dude, now this was a fear. It wasn't a dream.
It was a what?
Like, I don't know, because when you're little, you think weird shit.
Yeah.
So then fucking, this is when, like, it was way back to when you think Santa's real at this point. So then fucking...
Santa's real. I mean, Santa's real.
You fucked yourself up on that joke. But, so then it was to the point where, you know, you're still thinking Santa's real. And then me and my dad and everyone at the time, we'd go what he called light hunting. So just look at all the houses with the lights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then my stepbrother, he was just like, that Santa just blinked at me, or winked at me, not blinked. That Santa just winked. Now imagine a statue of Santa winking at you.
Yeah.
So, dude,
Creepy
the
Santa.
last couple of nights, I was sleeping at my dad's, and he was in his apartment. It was a big window, from what I can remember, like these big like windows all right here. And dude, it would be like shadows on the outside because there was a huge light, and it would just be orange. And I was so afraid I'd be able to see a shadow of like fucking Santa just flying up at the window. So every night I would just stare. I'm like, please don't come to the window. Please don't come to the window. But it was to the point where I couldn't fucking sleep. Like, so when I was little, I had very strong sleeping problems. Like I went to therapy because of this.
Shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So the guy, he would just be like, all right, close your eyes for me. So I'd close my eyes. He'd be like, now try counting sheep. 1 sheep. 2 sheep. And then a part of me is just to the point where what I can think of is like, where the fuck is this leading me? I'm on your nasty ass chair counting sheep. You think I'm going to fall asleep? Like, dude, it would be to the point where it'd be 11 o'clock. And then, because like, I had a bad time, like living in my grandma and grandpa's. So then, it would be rough. So then I would just be sitting there all night, dude. And I would be like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Literally, this is what I said to myself. People are awake at McDonald's. People are working at McDonald's. Just fall asleep. It's okay. It's not.
Only you would think about McDonald's.
But that was like the closest thing that I knew was open.
Only you. Only you.
I was skinnier when I was a kid. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm fat
Dude.
as much now, but
But so I got 2 stories. One is shadows and one related to Santa.
shadows, so ghosts. So I believe in
No,
ghosts.
it's not ghosts, but it's like shadows.
All right.
But so it must have been a dream because I don't know why it would be real. But when I was living at my old house when my parents were married, I remember it had been a dream, but I just remember going to the bathroom and looking out and seeing fucking Elvis.
Shut the fuck up.
Just randomly outside my
Shut
window
the
at night. I have no idea why. I just saw like Elvis. Like it must have been a thing. So I remember
Thank you
going.
very
Yeah,
much.
I remember going to my mom and dad's room and being like, "Mom, Elvis is outside. You need to go look." And it's
You need to go look now.
Obviously, she don't want to take it serious. No, it wasn't even just Elvis. It was Elvis and ninjas.
Ninjas.
Yeah, it was Elvis and ninjas.
Elvis is a secret fucking ninja.
Yeah, right. But I was like, "Mom, you need to go look." So obviously, she like if this was real life, she would have been like, "Yeah, whatever," and like she probably would have went downstairs and went like right back up. But so that was I remember that story. He was talking about shadows, and that came up, and then about Santa. I don't know if I ever told you this, but one of my like old buddies, like we used to hang
Santa at
out.
the mall touched you inappropriately?
No, random. But me and my old buddy, we used to hang out all the time back in middle school. But I think we were going to the Paw Sox game, and we were talking about Santa, and my dad just randomly says like, "Yeah, you guys already know that Santa's not real," and literally ruined. My buddy thought that Santa was real.
And how old were
And-
you guys?
We were in middle school.
Oh my
I
god.
I knew at that point, but he didn't. And then he was just like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, obviously Santa's not real." And he's like, "What are you guys talking about?"
He's like everything that I've waited for on Christmas. Dude, I still hate it. Like, you know you might get something on Christmas, but like, what? You still can't even fall asleep. Do you have a problem falling asleep when you know, like, there's, like, you could get something?
No, honestly, at my age now, like, so,
Like, last year, I was fine. I could go right to sleep. But, like, every year before that, I would be awake, and I'd be, like, anxious.
now that I'm 20, like, even this year, I went to bed at, like, 12 o'clock, probably, 12 o'clock at night, because I do that every night. And I didn't even want to go downstairs, you know, like, at that age, I mean, we already know we're just getting clothes and, like, deodorant and shit like that.
Deodorant? Dude, I would love a thing of deodorant.
Dude, did I tell you that my sister she had her friend Zoe over. You know who Zoe is.
Yup.
And she had some other kid. So it was some dude.
What, none of them wearing deodorant? No, I'm just kidding. I just...
No, yeah, none of them were wearing deodorant. And so it was some kid I've never met him before, but he's like, "Oh man, I need deodorant." And I was like, "Yeah, I can give you my spray, just like Curly Sport." And I realized it was like what's that? Like the White Bond, you know, like the
Yeah, the stick.
the stick. And so I brought it up, and as soon as I saw him put it on, I'm like, "Why the fuck am I just gonna take this back?" So I'm like, "Yeah, you can keep it." So he took my stick, and then I was like, the other day, I was like, "Oh man, I need my stick."
So how long have you been going without deodorant?
I mean, I barely wear deodorant anyway.
Why?
Why? I mean, I go.
God, you go to work and you
We
sweat.
go to a warehouse and we work 8 hours. I was gonna sweat anyway.
Like, you can't smell yourself?
I mean, obviously, I know I'm gonna smell.
Like, dude,
but,
if I don't put on
Dude.
deodorant that morning, I smell it, dude, I'm just like, fuck that.
dude, I smell good today. I must have
I
like.
smell good today.
I must have touched somebody because.
You touch someone you smell like them?
Yeah, like that. I must have took their like axe or whatever because I smell good. And I knew it wasn't me because I was like, this
Like,
smells.
shit, this ain't even my
I was
shirt.
like, yeah, right? This shirt, I actually put it on, like, the shirt I had, I actually put it on today. It was, like, on the table, but I'm pretty sure it was mine. So,
Good God.
let's talk about, Five Guys burgers, because those sucked.
No, you put relish on a burger.
Yeah, I thought they gave me a bad tomato, because until I realized I
Maybe
had
they
relish...
did. Maybe you guys haven't.
No,
literally,
until I realized I had relish, I thought it was bad tomato. And
Just-
then I saw I had relish.
Just do a classic burger. Just do something plain.
Dude, it sucked. I don't know if I want to go back. I'm going to go back, but today it just sucked because work. We have a break at 12. And it ends
I
at
was late
12:40.
today. That was stupid. I was literally working. I was in the retail store, just folding up shirts and stuff like that.
Don't lie,
getting it
you're
ready.
looking at the TV.
No, because I can't stand soccer. I could care less. I was really over there, and I was grabbing shit on my own for the first time, pretty much, because I've never, like, I
Yeah.
always had them do it. So then I grab all the jerseys I need. I'm really folding them up, and I'm like, we probably got 20 minutes till lunch. I look at it, 12:04. I'm like, oh, fuck.
It did go by fast today.
I don't know why it went by so fast.
Yeah,
But
but,
we need to try those burgers again.
no, yeah, so break ends at 12:40. Break starts at 12 o'clock, and I didn't get my food until 12:30. So,
That place is dumb.
it wasn't even that. It was like, the
They're
guy
so
was just
slow.
giving fries to everybody else, but, like, we had our bag on top, and he was just skipping it for some reason.
Those fries were good today. When I had like 3 of yours,
Yeah, they were good. Good fries.
I was actually gonna go, and I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just go. What does it matter? And then I was late, so it honestly was the best.
I mean, you got Red Robin on Friday, which I don't even know what Red Robin has, but you know.
I think you'll like it better because it's a normal classic burger, like any other burger you have. Five Guys is a completely different burger.
I told the guy I brought the Five Guy today if he wanted to go, and he said, nah, screw that. So I was like, okay.
If you wanted to go where?
The Red Robin on
No,
Friday.
don't invite random people to Red Robin. We already got like 5 people going.
So,
So, what? We're just gonna have half the warehouse go?
let's get a big ass table.
It's just gonna be. I want to sit there alone. Separate checks for 15 people, please.
Let's do it.
Because I think it's gonna be me, you,
Don't use names.
this kid, that kid, and possibly that kid.
Oh, yeah, I know all of them. But,
The guy that looks like Jimmy G.
oh, yeah.
Yep.
He doesn't look like Jimmy G. He does not look like Jimmy Graham.
I never. What? Oh, I thought you said Jimmy Graham. I'm like, no one said he looked like Jimmy Graham.
No.
No, I don't really see it either, but that's how
what-
people
yeah.
recognize him as.
Yeah. Which,
The guy that came from the retail store. That's now working in the back
oh,
with
yeah,
that
yeah,
one
yeah,
guy.
yeah. Yep.
It's so
That one
weird
guy.
not using names. And
Dude, we could use names, because I don't think anybody from work's going to watch it, but, like, it's not even that bad. We're just
I
talking
mean,
about...
we're just saying who's going to Red Robin. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, and then Omar.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I mean... I don't
We're
see
not
why-
talking shit about him.
No. Yeah, screw... No.
Yeah, come on, Sabes, get running. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but, yeah, I mean, I don't see why, we can't have more people. Let's get a huge ass party there.
It's just a lot of people that don't really want going.
Okay.
Like, who did you invite?
I invited, the kid that I always bring, Five Guys.
Oh, don't bring him. I don't want him.
What?
I don't want him to come
What?
with us.
You
Dude,
don't
that
like him?
kid, sometimes, dude, he just... Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
He barely speaks.
He barely speaks, my ass. He goes over there, dude. I mean, maybe it's just because of how, like, everyone else works, but all I hear him is just yelling the entire time.
Yelling.
Yeah.
I mean, you be
Hey,
talking
Johnny, hey, Johnny! It's like, dude, calm down. Just fix it yourself.
You're not talking about Baldy, are you?
No. I don't mind him.
You don't mind Baldy?
I don't mind Frank, dude. Frank's a good guy.
We got one coworker who just screams his ass off at work, but
I mean, obviously, it's just Frank. He's just a loud guy.
it's just the Portuguese in us, you know?
He's Portuguese?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's what oh yeah.
Yeah.
That part, I'm just like, dude, this guy.
I love how I'm Portuguese, and I was
you're
just,
Portuguese.
I'm Portuguese.
What
like,
else are you? Just Portuguese?
No, I'm Portuguese, Sweden, and French Canadian with the last name Lapointe. You know.
But yeah, I don't know last names for anything.
Oh yeah, like anything with like a LA with your last name is French Canadian, or like French. But
That's dope.
yeah. But yeah, I'm Portuguese. My grandma, who's my grandma who passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Her last name's Teixeira, so that's a Portuguese last name. But I was going off on a coworker. He's a big soccer Portuguese fan, and they were playing today. And I was just
You're
like,
so negative about everything. That's the thing. You always want to argue about everything. Five Guys Burger's not good, but I got the wrong shit on it. Oh, your team's gonna lose. I hate this player. Baker Mayfield. Oh, he's the greatest. He's gonna do better than everyone.
how's that negative? I said he's a good player.
Yes,
That's not negative.
He's just a showboat.
So I like showboats.
You like showboats?
Honestly, nothing's wrong with showboat if you win.
Just wait
If
till
he
football
wins.
comes, because these podcasts are going to be a lot about sports, and
Oh, I'm
I'm
ready.
going to prove you wrong on so much
So
shit.
what I said, you know who Tyrod Taylor is, right?
Yeah, I know who he
Bills
is.
quarterback.
He's already...
Well,
no,
he
he's
was
not-
Browns quarterback,
yeah.
but he was the starting Bills
He's
quarterback.
the Browns already said they're going to start him.
Which I'm glad. I'm glad they're starting Tyrod Taylor. I wanted to see that happen just to see how he does.
No, I know. I would love to see how
But
he does.
I
I
also
don't think
wanna
he's going
see-
to perform well, and I think that's when they're
No.
going to put Baker Mayfield in,
And
he's
when
going
they
to
put
show.
Baker Mayfield in, he's gonna go off.
But do you really think the Ravens are going to get rid of, what's it, Joe Flacco to put in Lamar Jackson? I don't think so.
No.
No.
Who said that?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying right now.
Oh. Yeah, they are.
Because that's what the biggest thing of the draft was. People were saying how Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield, those are going to be... Which
No, it's
Lamar
not-
Jackson was low in the draft.
He was the last pick of the first round, which
Was he?
yeah, 32nd.
Okay.
But so 4 quarterbacks were drafted before him, which you know the.
Which we should have picked him up. But I'm honestly glad we got that running back.
I'm glad we didn't get Lamar Jackson. So
Why?
glad.
Why?
He's
We
gonna
don't
be
have a
bust.
backup.
Lamar Jackson will be a
Well,
bust.
we need someone other than the guy we have now. Brian Hoyer?
Brian Hoyer, he's a solid backup. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna say solid, but he's a decent enough backup for 32 teams.
Honestly,
like,
what we should have just done
obviously,
is paid
since
Jimmy.
we have no.
Jimmy was not
actually,
going to get anything like the contract he's going to get now, but that wasn't in the back of his mind.
I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo would sign with us. That's the reason why. I don't think he would have. He wants to be a starting quarterback. He proved that he's a starting quarterback.
Yeah, but how long does Brady have left? Learn from Brady, take in whatever you can take in, then you have this whole team. It's yours. Congratulations.
See, the only
Brady
thing
will
is,
probably be your coach. You're
The
gonna
only-
not you're saying as a quarterback, as you right now, you wouldn't want Tom Brady as your coach.
I don't think he wants to coach.
Tom Brady already said he's gonna coach after the game after he retires.
I don't think he's ever said it, did he?
Yeah,
Really?
there was some announcement saying something like that. Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't see him as a coach. I just don't see him. I don't
Or
think-
a culture is going to get some type of ownership. He's going to still be there with
I
the
can
Patriots.
see him being like an owner. Yeah, I can see him. Being
No, he's not going to take over Robert Kraft's position.
No.
But he'll have some sort of thing in that stadium.
No, yeah, I see that, but like, I can see him being kind of like what Peyton Manning wanted to do. But Peyton Manning kind of want to be like a John Elway owner. I
Yeah,
can
but
see
Peyton
that.
Manning couldn't even be a coach. He can't even throw anymore. He can, but
Well,
he can't.
Doesn't matter. He wants to be a owner. That's what you said. You want to be
He
an
won't
owner.
be an owner.
He wanted to. Like obviously with John Elway
Now,
was a top quarterback.
Peyton Manning could be way better owners than half of other people out there. I mean, Cowboys owner. What's his name? I can't remember his
Jerry
name.
Jones.
Jerry Jones. Fucking joke.
You think so?
A joke.
I like him.
Dude, he bought this team because he had money, not knowing anything about football, and now he's down there trying to act like he's a coach of this team. Dude, let the professionals do it.
You don't think he knows a lot about football?
I think he's
I
a
think
showboat.
he
I think
grew up in
I
Texas.
feel like he's one of those
Everybody
people.
in Texas knows about
I
football.
feel like he's one of those people that you talk to them one day about something, they go home and research it, and they come back and act like they know everything they know the next day. I feel like that's
He's one
Jerry
of those-
Jones
you think
for
he's one of those
you.
people?
He looked everything up that he at least needed to know,
Nah.
but he's not
Yeah.
he's not like not he knows way more football than I do. I'm not
You got-
arguing that.
Let me
part.
ask you this though: how long do you think Jerry Jones has been owner of the Cowboys for?
Oh, he's been owner for I don't know a while.
Well, he's already won championships as an owner.
Yeah, but you can't.
He's built teams.
Like, I don't say Robert Kraft did anything for us to get those rings. Robert Kraft had nothing to do with it.
He's
He
built
just owns a
teams.
team. He got lucky.
He's, believe it or not, he's helped mold the team that we have now. He's helped draft people. Obviously, he's not the one being okay.
He didn't. No, he writes the checks. He doesn't. That's Bill.
He's involved. He's a lot more involved than a lot of owners. Obviously, he's not the main.
I'll take your word
factor,
for it because I don't really know. I can't argue that.
But like with our team, like we're lucky that we have such a great team.
I mean, it's a work in progress. You think once Brady's gone and there's another quarterback that they'll be able to work with the wide receivers we got?
We got good wide receivers.
Once Brady's gone, Gronk's gone.
Gronk's already talking about he wants to leave.
I know, but I'm just saying, if he does stay, Brady leaves, Gronk's gone.
All depends on how good we drafted a tight end recently. Who was the guy? He was from Michigan State. He was a pretty good tight end. Let me see if I remember.
Well, I have no idea.
I forget his name. Want me to look it up?
If you want to, you don't have to.
But
no, don't look it up. It's
yeah.
alright.
But we also got a new good white wide receiver. So we.
Did you say a white wide receiver?
White wide receiver.
That has nothing to do with it.
No, Tom Brady works good with white wide receivers that are slot wide receivers. Julian Edelman, Wes Walker, Braxton Berrios will be the next group. And he's young. He's like 21, 22.
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss is all-time pro, though. Julian Edelman is not going to go into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but Randy Moss, he's not white.
Yeah, but he's also an all-time Hall of Famer.
I forget where it was, but I heard the same exact thing
I don't know.
at a Patriots game. And maybe you were there, and that's why you're saying it now, because it could be in the back of your head.
No,
but some guy was yelling, Brady only likes white wide receivers.
Everybody knows it.
That's such a... So that's why Brandon Cooks is gone? Is that why you're saying?
Nah, dude, I miss Brandon Cooks. I don't know why we got rid of him.
Brandon Cooks was a bitch, to be honest.
You think so?
He was a bitch.
What?
He didn't play the way you've seen him with the Saints. He didn't play with his head up, and he just didn't seem focused.
He was awesome for us for like long time.
I mean, he did what he needed to do, but he didn't make any of those plays. You were like, wow, Brandon fucking Cooks, dude.
Dude, he was a main player for long throws.
Yeah, because Chris Hogan wasn't there.
Yeah,
if Hogan was there,
hurt.
I would say Hogan would be that.
But I feel like we might have won that Super Bowl.
Because we don't have any other guy that do the long pass except for Chris Hogan. Now, I mean, Brandon Cooks is gone, so all we got is Chris. No one else does the long pass.
Who's our wide receivers now? Julian Edelman might get that 4-game suspension, which he's appealing hard.
Yeah, that's today.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard any. I haven't looked up ESPN yet. But so who else we got? We got Chris Hogan.
I don't even really know much of the new guys that we got.
Danny Amendola's gone.
I know
Brandon
that
Cooks
sucks.
is gone. I love Danny Amendola. You know how he was Dan, Miss America?
No.
But so Miss America a few years ago. Well, not Miss World.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Who was Miss America? She's from Rhode Island. Did you know about that?
No, did not know that.
Oh yeah, she's like 25. But so she dated him. They broke up, and then so that was like around when he went to Miami.
And then they shipped him off to Miami.
He went to Miami, and then they got back together. Which that's gonna be like a weird long-term thing, but it's just weird that like we're from Rhode Island, and like obviously like he was dating like Miss America, who's from Rhode Island. But yeah, he seemed like a good guy. Like he was a great player. I mean,
I mean, he had good spirit. He was our playoff guy.
I just don't know why. I mean, maybe money, but I don't know why he left.
No, he didn't want to take any more pay cuts.
So, Danny Amendola, if you're hearing this, I don't know what your contract was. Maybe it was 1 year. Come back next year.
Well, no, because they said they wanted to give him another pay cut, and he said, "Fuck that."
Oh yeah.
But I agree.
Yeah.
Why should he take another pay cut?
No, yeah, I hear you. That's like a regular person working. Like obviously, football players you get paid a lot more money than like we're warehouse workers, and we get paid not much. Well, we don't get paid shit.
I literally wipe my owner's ass. No, I'm just kidding.
But I mean, obviously they get paid a lot more. But it's like a regular person at work, and they're like, okay, we're gonna have to pay cut you. It kind of sucks. So I can see why. But yeah.
I mean, when you're making millions, any paycheck's a paycheck. You always want to make more.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. If you were in this position, what would you do? You had all this money where you're comfortable with.
So it's all chemistry, really. I feel like, well, for me at least, it's all chemistry. If I like the people I'm working with. Exactly.
I think that's the same thing. But, like, dude, it's the Patriots. Like, that's rough. Like, that's where Danny got his name.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, being a little bit of a football fan, like before he got here. More like I'm starting to follow football a lot more now that I'm getting older.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Like,
It's more
before
understanding.
he was here for like 4 or 5 years, but before that, like I only knew a little bit of football.
Yeah,
So
like, I didn't know
knew
much.
his
Like
name.
I wish like I was able to just
Yeah.
go back as a kid and watch Randy Moss and Tom Brady.
I mean, you gotta think that was what 2007.
Yeah, but we
That
were
was
capable
11
of
years ago.
remembering.
Yeah, we were like 9 though.
But I wish I could go back and really enjoy it.
I mean, also I kind of don't want to see that season just because we lost the Super Bowl in a bad fashion.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But even this year we lost the Super Bowl in a bad fashion. So
It was rough.
yeah, lately Boston sport fans, we haven't got good memories because Cavs just beat us in 7 games, which we should have won. And Bruins not doing that great. Red Sox still in second in the division. And Patriots. I mean, obviously Patriots is gonna go off again this year, unless Tom Brady gets hurt.
We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
Say if Tom Brady got hurt, backup whoever it is does good. Brian Hoyer, someone else, they do phenomenal.
We only have Brian Hoyer, and then we have
Yeah, we picked up some guy in the draft.
we picked up some guy in the draft. I forget who he is. He's
But-
from LSU. He's like 24 already.
Say someone does good. You think this is gonna be the end? Brady could just be like, that's it.
Nobody will do as good. Like
I'm not saying as good.
No,
but
yeah,
they-
so
but
Brian,
they pull
Brian
like
Hoyer
a.
is nowhere near as good as Jimmy Garoppolo, so I'm not worried if you got hurt this year. Well, do you mean like if you got hurt? Do you
Her
think,
and one of the backups for the Pats did very well.
No, so I wouldn't be worried about that. But if you got hurt and then he was like, okay, why do this anymore? I can
No,
see
I
that
hear ya.
happen. But none of our backups are gonna do good if he gets hurt. So, and I don't think anybody in free agency, maybe Colin Kaepernick, we could pick up Colin Kaepernick. But
No one's gonna pick him up. Never. He won't. He screwed himself. He'll never get a job again.
I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why you feel that way. People are
Not.
feel
It's
that a
just,
lot
dude.
different.
Dude, you should have
Because-
stand. You should have stood. You lost your job because of it.
He was a good quarterback, though.
He was an okay quarterback.
He was a good quarterback.
He was
If you
an
look at his
okay.
stats and compare it to most people's stats as quarterbacks, he was pretty solid. He was
Well.
pretty. Even last year that he played, he was pretty fucking solid.
He was
I'm gonna grab
okay.
a tortilla chip
It's
right
all
here.
stale. It's stale. There's gross things to talk about, but you don't really eat a tortilla chip while we're on the thing. But guys, that is all the time we're gonna be having here for today for the podcast. Still have no real name for what we're gonna be calling this. But Chase, you got any final words for the
I do
podcast?
not, but everybody tune in. Make sure you stay next time.
Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe Mondays, maybe every other Monday.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe Mondays.
Whenever Chase isn't pissed off at me. But
Yeah, that's true.
but guys, we'll see you in the next
See you
podcast. Hope you
later.
really enjoy. Let us know what topics you did like. Comment them down below if you want to hear anything specific on what you want to hear us talk about. If it's more sports or if it's more just personal stuff, let us know. Hope you guys enjoy it. Click that like button. Make sure to subscribe. We'll see you later.
See ya.